Hello everyone, Shintai here. Today I would like to talk about Fate Prototype. Now, as a lot of you know, I am a huge fan of Type Moon. To those who don't know what Type Moon is, they're a company that produces visual novels. It was founded by Kinoku Nasu and Takashi Takeuchi. Their most notable works are Tsukihime, Melty Blood, and of course, the Fate series. Fate Stay Night, Fate Zero, Fate Extra, all the Fate stuff started with them. And what I'm showing you now, Fate Prototype, is something that not a whole lot of people are aware of. They don't know exactly what this is. This first appeared as an extra for Carnival Phantasm. Carnival Phantasm is a sort of parody that mixes Tsukihime and the Fate series, and it's just meant to be fun. It's just meant to be big, goofy fun. However, Fate Prototype, by comparison, is much more serious. It's much darker. And you may watch it, you may think to yourself, well, what exactly is this? And I'm here to explain just what this is and why I think this should be more than just this quick OVA style trailer. Most people don't know this, but Kinoku Nasu, the writer of Kara no Kyokai and Tsukihime, but most notably Fate Stay Night, actually conceptualized the idea in high school. However, when it came time to make the visual novel, he had to make a lot of changes due to the fact that some of the ideas that he had in store at the start didn't really fit the structure of a visual novel, and he had to make a lot of drastic changes. Most notably, Shiro and Saber are gender swapped. So, in essence, Fate Prototype is showing us the original concept of what Fate Stay Night was going to be before he was forced to make many alterations to the story and do something very different. Now, I fucking love Fate Stay Night. It's an amazing visual novel. I wouldn't change anything about it, except for maybe less scenes where they're fucking eating and cooking. I could have done without those, but aside from that, Fate Stay Night is a great visual novel. However, seeing Fate Prototype, I can't deny that this looks absolutely incredible. Seeing what Nasu originally had in mind for Fate Stay Night is really interesting. First and foremost, the fact that the main character was going to be a female and that Saber was going to be a man instead. And another big difference is the tonal shift, where in Fate Stay Night, it didn't really get really dark and fucked up until the Heaven's Feel route, which is the last route. Fate Prototype seems to be carrying on that same level of dark storytelling right from the get-go. We can also see here that the main character of this is very different from Shiro. Shiro was very courageous. He did admittedly get annoying at times, but honestly, he was a good person. This female protagonist, however, admits right from the get-go that she doesn't think that she's a good person. She says that she has a bad personality and that she's a coward, which is very interesting to see the story in the perspective of this girl that's very conflicted about herself. And also seems to deal with this inferiority complex of her family, where her dad was a great mage and apparently her sister was also very talented. She feels that she was like the runt of the litter by comparison. And it seems that when she summons Saber, Saber seems to give her this newfound confidence in herself, maybe gives her some much needed inspiration in her life. And it's very interesting to see that this male Saber is different from the female Saber. He seems to be a little more of a kind of a passive, casual kind of guy, but does know when to get serious. Unfortunately, though, all I can really judge is based on this short trailer style OVA, so I can't really say too much about these characters, but I can say that the other servants that we do get to see look really cool. I love the design of Lancer and Archer in this, especially since Archer actually has a fucking bow and arrow. Gilgamesh doesn't even use one, and Archer from Stay Night rarely uses one. He prefers using swords because, you know, he's Archer and he doesn't give a fuck. But Archer in this actually does use his bow and arrow. I'm not sure if it's still Gilgamesh in this. It might be someone else. I'm not sure. But either way, everything that's being shown in this just looks so interesting. And I would love it if this was turned into either a light novel or another visual novel, or even better, an anime series. Now, this was produced by Studio Lurch. This is the same studio that made Carnival Phantasm. I fucking love Carnival Phantasm because it's absolutely hilarious, and it's great for fans. If you are a fan of Tsukihime and you're a fan of Fate Stay Night and you haven't seen Carnival Phantasm, get on that because it is absolutely hilarious. It's so funny. But with that said, I do have to admit that what was shown in this is very impressive. It looks great. The music's epic. Fluid animation. It looks awesome. At the same token, Lurch is a pretty new studio. They haven't really done too much. I'm not sure if I could trust them to do a good job with a full series. This looks great. This trailer thing looks awesome, but at the same time, I don't know if I could say, like, yeah, I definitely trust them to do a full series. Ufotable being a no-brainer. Like, Ufotable, no questions asked, would do a great job. They did a great job with Kara no Kyokai. They did a great job with Fate Zero. There's literally no reason as to why they wouldn't do a great job in making their adaptation of this as well. But it's such a shame because this is currently all that exists for Fate Prototype. There are no plans currently to do anything more with Fate Prototype, which is such a shame on many accounts. For one, I want to see Nasu's original vision of Fate Stay Night. As much as I love the current Fate Stay Night, I do want to see what he originally had in mind, because this looks incredible. And also just the fact that having more stuff to add to the world of Fate is great. I want more content. I love the Fate series, and to see even more added to it, I can't see how this could go wrong. Sadly, again, this is all we have, and after watching this, I'd recommend watching this trailer on your own to see it without my commentary, just to get an idea of what this is on its own, because I think this could really be something really great. It could be something that's just really amazing, whether it's a book or a visual novel or preferably an anime series. This looks like it could be something really special, and it's just such a shame that this is all that there is, when there's so much vast potential here for something truly great, some really dark, epic storytelling. This looks like it could be amazing, and I would just love it if Ufotable could pick this up and work their magic on it and make something to be remembered. Anyways, that's all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to bring this to people's attention, show them that this is something that I think should be talked about. I think the more awareness that there is for this, the more of a chance that we have that it might actually become something in the future. I'm a small channel. I don't think that I can make a huge difference or anything like that, but even if I can make somewhat of a difference, that's good enough for me, because I really want to see this happen. I love Type Moon, I love Fate, and I just want to see more added to this wonderful universe with great stories and amazing characters. This has been Shintai, everyone, chilling in the anime room. Take care.